Alright, so we're starting to make our way through the act pretty decently now. So let's get on with the Cemetery of Eternals. Let me just double check. I don't think there's an order we have to do this area in, so we're just going to make sure we clear this map out and then move into the next zones. Now just bear in mind, I've been using Frostbomb to deal some good damage, and it seems like GGG don't like the abilities that are doing good damage. So something's getting hit with a nerf bat. Hopefully Frostbomb survives. I don't think it's that overpowered. This is the ancient ruin. It really isn't all that impressive. This is the chest that you will see on the map. So you can see we have that grayed out. We managed to get a ring this time. I didn't get anything good last time, so I guess we get some extra mana for free. Why not? Why not? We'll take that. Generally speaking, I like to have a stock of resistance rings so that we can so that we can adjust if we do need some additional resistance from somewhere. All right, so we got the map cleared. We actually have all the optional stuff done because it's just the chest. And so I am going to start with the Tomb of the Consort because why not? Good level up as I was going around, and that is actually going to give us even more freeze build-up, which is kind of exciting. The cool thing is, if we continue going up, we're actually going to get the additional decks that we need to get the support gems that we want, which is cool. I actually got a support gem to drop as well, so things looking pretty strong. It's difficult for me to not come across because we really want to get this mana blessing over here. Now, in case you don't know, maximum mana is actually quite rare. If I put on here maximum mana, you'll see that there is almost none. So if we want to get a good mana pool, which is going to be important for my future plans, this is actually an essential node. We have to get this one. In addition, we also get 6% additional intelligence and mana regeneration on this one. So pretty good here as well. And we're going to want both of those to stack up for these, which gives us additional spell damage for the more mana we have. The increased mana there, we're not too bothered about the spell cost. And then we're going to combine all of that, because we're going to get all that extra intelligence with the pure willpower to make lightning do ungodly amounts of damage, right? So we do need to find a good way to get over here. Maybe once we get up here, we'll come down, cross, because we're going to want that. Then we can come up with the spell damage, and then that'll look kind of okay. I don't like doing full circles because sometimes it feels a bit like you've wasted some form of movement, but we don't really want to go towards minion damage, so it's kind of unavoidable over there. Either way, let's keep moving into the Cemetery of Eternals. Don't think there's anything too crazy. Let's double check what we need to find. So it looks a bit weird here, so I guess we want to go underground. We're in Tomb of the Consort. Yes, Tomb of the Consort. So we have 2 bosses and 2 chests to find somewhere in here. So we want to get as much as that as we can. So we have 1 boss, 1 chest in this side, and then it's going to be 1 boss, 1 chest in the other side. So let's just make sure we get those. Shouldn't be too difficult. We've got coffins over here. These breakables. Yes. Try and get as much as we can each run. Why not? Aim is near level 8, so that's pretty good. We should level up a little bit faster now. Still going down with the Frostbomb, which is cool. Frostbomb's still freezing pretty good as well, so we're all good. You want to freeze around pretty much like that here? That's fine. Special enemy here with the Knight. You can see it like reflects the projectiles at you, but it doesn't reflect the Frostbomb, so we're not bothered about him too much. Just waltzing our way through the game at this point. These guys have chaos damage. Be careful of that. That goes straight through your shield into your health, so if ever you see chaos damage, you kind of want to avoid that. There are some interesting things you can do around it, such as chaos inoculation, but I'm not convinced that's what we're going to do with this character. Okay, made it pretty far through, and we got the haunted treasure. Let's go ahead and grab that. Oh, it was obviously a trap all along. Alright, there you go. Take some of this from behind. Here we are. Bit of a tanky boy, but we'll take the additional uncut skill gem. Uncut support gem, should I say. Let's have a look. What can we support here? Unleash into Ice Nova. This could be good in Frostbomb, but I haven't tried it yet. But basically, that's going to make it so that Ice Nova now gets additional charges. So the first charge will be normal, and then it's going to get 2 mini charges. So it's effectively like doing 2. But that's just going to make it so it's like a ton of frost goes out if something comes too close, which is pretty good. And then what else we got? I want to point out, ignore this energy barrier thing, because I think it only works whilst you are stunned and using the skill. So I am not interested in that, to be honest. Which means the one that I want, Scatter Shot, we're going to have to wait until we get some decks. So we got a bit of time to wait. We'll wait for that. I need a level. I need some decks. In for the first boss, we have Heart of the Tomb. So you just go down. So this boss can be pretty mean. We've just got to be careful of all the AoE stuff. There's going to be a ton of it going around. She also moves a lot, so Frostbomb can be a little bit weaker in here. I'll have this boss playing quickly in the background just because it's easier for me to concentrate without talking. Biggest tips here are, which is doing her green AoEs. You'll notice the last one, when it's slightly bigger, So it's a little bit harder to avoid because it's bigger, but you'll know it's the last one because it's bigger. So that's when you can stop dodging and start to attack again. Additionally, when she locks you in the bone cage, make sure that you break your way out. Other than that, most of the rest of the mechanics are pretty easy with her. We collect all of our goodies for defeating her. Pretty tough for this stage of the game, right? And a bit of a clue as to how boss battles are going to be. They can be kind of long. We've got a cool physical helmet. I guess I'll put that on my guild stash. We have a bit of a thing. You find cool stuff, we just pass it around each other. Obviously, I'm not using anything that's given to me in this. From here, I'm going to head on back to town. Let's go do that now. Still with some inventory management, shall we? Shouldn't take me too long. And then, of course, what I'm going to do, as before, we're going to start a new instance of the cemetery so that when I'm running through to get to the next area, I got some more enemies to fight, because that's kind of what I want to keep doing, right? So I'm going to go in for a new instance and make my way to the other dungeon that I haven't done yet. In my case, we made our way to the Praetor. That's where we're going to go. Mausoleum of the Praetor. Where we're going to fight the dude that was interfering in the last fight, and she's going to interfere in this one. So he is pretty mean. He's got some rather nasty combo stuff, so we need to keep away from him as much as we can. But we'll see more when we get there. Hey, level up. That's what we like to see. Just a tiny bit more damage. I know I said one more point and we could get some decks, but it makes more sense to get the decks here as we're coming up, right? And then we'll come up this way. As we clear our way through, let's make sure we don't miss the chest. We should have another chest in here. It's obviously not trapped like the last one or anything. Ooh, checkpoint. Forgotten riches. Oh. Let's keep on exploring this floor first. Ah, we actually still across the boss early. Alright. We're still going to explore the rest of it anyway. Still with you. I'll show you again. Mausoleum, Praetor dude. Right. He has a very nasty, like, melee combo, and that's the thing we need to avoid the most. Now, the good thing is, we got lots of frost, so we should be able to freeze him a couple of times during the fight.
Your soul is mine. These spirits are mine. Cut down.
Yeah, make sure you don't get hit by that.
Your soul is mine. Rend your soul. Your soul is mine. Rend your soul.
No, stop that.
Succumb to the Empire. My beloved Assyria.
Okay, so this guy makes this fight would make this fight pretty hard. Because we already have a trick for him. He's gonna have a charge of him, so be careful.
Your intrusion will be punished. Succumb to the Empire. Your meaningless life.
Yeah, we don't want to get caught by that.
Your intrusion will be punished. Your request. Servants, obey. Succumb to the Empire. Rend your soul.
Frostbomb just doing the work down there. Because I can set it and forget, right? I haven't got to keep on firing once I set it up.
Rend your soul.
Ah, Straven. There we go. Alright, so if you're in my position, don't leave yet. We still have loot to get out of here, so that's what we're going to be going and looking for. Okay, with the map mostly cleared, we can go ahead, go downstairs, claim our riches. And you know what? I haven't tested it. This could be a good way to farm out some decent gear, because we got 2 yellow chests. I wonder if you can reset this from here. So you would need to reset the beginning, but you could keep coming in here to get the gold and the items nice and early. In fact, I'm going to test that right now. So I'm going to leave, I'm going to come back, and we'll see whether or not we can spam this. Alright, here we are back in the room. Just so you guys can see before we go in. I managed to get a level up as well, just looking around, because it took me ages to find where it was. And I got an extra level 3 skill gem, so Frostbomb is getting better. Yeah, boy! Alright, so best of the game farm has been found. Yeah, you can get all transmutations, pretty good. Iron Rune, yeah, pretty nice. So if you are needing to respec or something like this early on, not a bad spot for you guys to use. I'm also going to portal out and go to the town right now. Cool thing is, from that, we actually got a headpiece, which gives more engine shield, so we actually got tank kit with extra life as well. Shame we can't use the minion thing right now, but if we were using SRS, that would actually be even better for us. I'm gonna go ahead and sell some of this and store all of this loot we currently have in the inventory. Just the stuff that I'm using right now. You can see how it's gathering up real fast, right? By the time Act 2 comes along, me having these in my inventory is suddenly not just not going to be an issue, because it's the same, right? You already have it and you should be using it anyway. So it's just the way it is. I'm going to put those back in. So you can see now as well, we also have 2 glacial runes. So if I could put 2 sockets on something before one of the later bosses, we are looking golden for frost resistance, which is nice. We started on just over 10k, so we actually have 2,000 or 2,500 gold we could spend on something. So what's my weakest piece? Let's look at item level here. So I could do the replacement of gloves. Let's look at you. Gloves would be nice. Not really anything here that we want right now. It almost feels like the vendors have been nerfed. A lot of the best stuff's been coming out of the vendors, so what's that? Life regen. That's actually very good and would last us most of the act. We want cold resistance. Alright, we're gone. So 45, and that's 35. Yes, we get 10 extra, and some cold resistance. That's actually not a bad item. And we could actually make that better as well, and put the socket on it. That's probably not a bad piece. We did good there. All right, so let's go finish out this episode because I want to face this boss that we've got coming. Back to cemetery because we've done those two crypt things now. We can talk to this guy. We should be able to open the gate for the boss battle. Be prepared. I can't remember what damage type this guy does. I think it's mostly physical, so be ready to get hurt here. Oh, we've got a point as well. All right, let's get this dex in. Oh, I could have improved other stuff, but we're good. No damage on. Okay, this guy has some really powerful moves, and they can go over quite a distance. They follow you around and stuff, so just be careful. You can see when each one of those orbs hits him. Pretty nice. Stop it. Stop that. Oh my god. Really does not like playing nice, does it? Man, ready? Go down. Now, be careful. If you're in a situation like that where your life is low and you beat the boss and he kills you as a part of that, and you respawn, all of this loot's going to be gone, okay? So just be careful if you ever are in like a dangerous situation. Sometimes you might not actually want to beat the boss if you're about to die because you won't get all these goodies, and that's just not fun for anybody. I guess we're mostly using frostbomb and frostball. I'm going to want this later, but it doesn't matter if we get it right now or not. I guess my emergency skill is Frost Nova. We will get more damage if we use Flame Wall, but I'm barely using it. All right, I'm going to go with this. I feel like it's going to be good for clearance situations. It means, yeah, here we go. I knew it. Hunting grounds next. So there isn't a through thing. I thought there might have been like a little mini dungeon, but there's not. Hunting grounds next. Good. This is actually a very nice map to clear. There's lots of enemies and it's quite open. So if you guys want to go out ahead, clear this area a couple of times, you are probably not going to regret it so long as you can handle the enemies. See how we're doing. If you guys want to get some resources here, because maybe you think it's unfair that I got some good rolls just now, this is where we're going to be making up for it right here. You can go back to the treasury, get yourself some gold if you need it, or you can come through to here, where we're going to be continuing the progression in the next episode.